Hello there, it is me, Tiny Pirate, and I've got a horrible cold, so that's why the camera's off. And I thought I would stream a little bit, just so that people don't miss out on stuff, because I do want to crack on, and I've got a cold, so there's not much else I can do today, except feel a bit gross. So I have rebuilt the spaceship. Again, is this the fourth time I've rebuilt a spaceship lately? Here we have, what is it, a beautiful 6-engine ship to take us out to our favorite location out in the wilds. If you don't know, we are trying to settle the dark assemblage location, which has a lot of Naquite. Like that is a lot. So we've done some deep space research, and maybe we'll do a little bit more, push it all the way up to 50. So we've done some deep space research and we found all these locations, but dark assemblage seems to be a pretty ideal one with a lot of Naquite, because we need Naquite for the next tiers of space stuff. We need it for building stuff, we need it for the research Naquium ingots. So here we are. This is our spaceship. We have our new advanced power system with high temperature steam leading to lower temperature steam to water. We have a lot of gas engines here, which are ion stream engines, which are slowly filling up. And well, I hope they fill up a little quicker than this. Come on, guys. And we're bringing out the sulfuric acid, and the water we'll need, because I suspect we're going to need reactor. We're going to need, I've got some fuel for the reactor. There's some other fuel out there. I have various turbines and heat exchangers, heat pipes. There's nuclear reactors I left out there. So all of these things should hopefully give us exactly what we need, which is some nuclear power to power the base deep in space. We've got these shield projectors, a whole bunch of lasers, a little bit of battery storage. Don't really need much with this build, and this box is filling up. So once this box has filled up, we will travel. Yes, it's going to be hopefully a bit quicker this time. We shall see. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. Let's have a look. Cool. So, what I have down here, though, is a ready-to-go vessel. Going to just remove the... Oh, actually, no, I'll leave the logistics drones in. I'm actually left wondering lately if a Spidertron, you know, those beautiful, fantastic, fun robots. Let's go back to space. Those beautiful, fun robots, if they would be helpful for us in this game. I don't know if they would be. I'm really left wondering. So, okay, we've got a new realm of shadows. So if we go to the Universe Explorer, the only thing that you can't do from here is easily find... There it is. Wow, it's all the way out there. And it's pretty terrible. Delta V from Nalvis. That's insanely far away. Yeah, okay, so this is all the different spots. This one also has Naquite. Probably not as good as the one we've got, to be honest. But one of the things that does exist out here is somewhere there is an anomaly. And the anomaly, as I understand it, is the same distance from everything. So if I wanted to go all the way out here, I'd travel to the anomaly first, and then I'd plot a course from the anomaly to wherever it is I want to go. And the anomaly is about 1800 away from us, 1800 Delta V. In our case, there's no point in heading out there to the anomaly, because we already have these within close range. So I'm not quite sure how the anomaly works. That's sort of a thing that I don't even think it appears on this map. I haven't spotted it yet. But it does appear in the universe Foenestra, the anomaly. Maybe I just need to look for Foenestra. So as you can see, 1800 Delta V from it. It's a weird broken Stargate type thing. Yeah, so we'll worry about that some other time. But for now, I'm just hoping that we've got this largely complete, and we can get on with our travel. So I'm bringing a bit of tiling with me just to fill in some of the gaps and make sure I've got enough room for everything. But it might be worth having a look at wherever it is we're going, which is dark assemblage. Let's view the surface here. I don't know why it wants to park me over here. Our actual location is... no, not there. Is here. So there is a big patch of Naquium. There's a box with loads of stuff, and there is some stored energy and some solar panels here. But if you look over on the right hand side, the solar panel's only getting 8 kilowatts for 800 kilowatt potential capacity output, and that's just because the we're so far from the sun, or any sun in this case. So we're currently consuming, we're producing 230, and these are consuming 240. Oof, we need more solar panels out there, because otherwise we will slowly drain. There's 4 of them. Is there? So yeah, we definitely going... oh, we actually tapped out of deep space. Okay. So we do need to... do I need to do another one? Let's just do one more and see what happens. Okay, so we do need to look at heading out there, taking a nuclear reactor, taking some water, and letting things crank along. And this ship might be the ship to do the long-term automation. I've got enough room here to jam in a little bit of automation wires. What I don't actually have is power for the front of the ship, so we'll put that there. That's a bit of space. Cool. Otherwise I think our lasers, once we hit space, might be unpowered. How much more are we waiting for here? Oh, all of these should... I'll just turn them off for now. We got another 1K delivered. Okay, that's fine. Do we need anything else? I don't think so. We have got the mining equipment we need. We have the space pipes. I think we're actually one of the things I found is a hotkey, which I think is Control N, and I can just cycle through some of the surfaces. We got 90 pipes out there and 150 underground pipes. Good. We got reactors, and so I can actually cycle back and forth between all the different things I've been looking at, which is neat. So I'm having a... okay, we got stone being offloaded there. I always like to have a little quick look before I leave, just to make sure that there's nothing weird going on the surface. The surface looks okay. I put down some more trains, but are these... no, these are all moving. They're all going to... they're all fine. Now this needs more trains. Yet more trains is just a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. I worry that as soon as things stop, we're going to have such a massive backlog of trains. But never mind, we will follow the orders of LTN. Just, yeah, what if that'll do the trick. Okay, cool. Deep space. Didn't find anything. Wow, we've actually tapped out. Sorry, we've tapped out deep space. That's good to know. There are, I guess, only limited number of zones you can actually go to. And yeah, I think we're basically good to go. So I think we're not going to worry too much about the finals. Let's do a systems check. And where we want to go to is dark assemblage, which I think is just a fantastic name. We've got tons of energy. We're 100% streamlined, so even better than before. Oh dear. Reactors come up. Engage. Let's see how fast we can go. All the proper ratios on our reactors. Big engines cranking. Have a look, and there's so many lasers now. I think we've got way more than before even, so we should be quite okay. What speed are we looking at? 125, 127. Come on, let's get that up there. So now's a good time for anyone who may be watching to ask questions, but there's only one person watching. Lucky fellow. So hello to you. Do I get any more cool places to jam anything in? No. Oh, I've forgotten. I haven't built my my light system. Oh, actually, you can go and... Oh, I see. You're actually short on room. So you guys, some of you are just hanging around. What are you guys doing? Okay. You're just stuck there, flying along with us. So I should put in some lights, because that's kind of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like the most suitable variety. And we will do 3. So we start with green light, yellow light, red light, and then we connect up. I always go with these two, and we'll just go here, and then we'll go that way. I can maybe hopefully see the least amount of cabling. Or not, that was kind of terrible, but oh well. Well, that was disappointing, because there's blimmin' stuff everywhere there. The cable's going everywhere. Steam, as long as it's greater than 0, use colors. So that way we know, or maybe if it's greater than 5,000, which is 10% of the remainder. And then we do, because it's 2 of these, so it's 50,000. So this one is going to be 10. No, 10,000. This one's going to be 20,000. 30,000. And finally 40,000. So the counters will slowly dial down as we use up steam, which shouldn't be a problem. These things are moving along. Doing 170. It's not too bad, I suppose. What is our time to get there? 4 minutes? It's okay. So, there's the N map. The interstellar map. If we go to Caldeus, you can see we're actually traveling. This is the Kraken, apparently. We're traveling through the asteroid belt now, out here, which is a place of heightened asteroidness. And then we'll have another asteroid belt to get through. Yeah, okay, we're moving at a reasonable clip. And then we'll be out into interstellar space, which will be fun. Chug, chug, chug. It's a steam-powered spaceship. Steam is often an underrated power source. You know, it's fundamentally what a nuclear reactor works with. So, I hope everyone's having a beautiful Saturday or Sunday afternoon, depending on where in the world you are. I could put in some levels down here for this gas, but I've never really seen it come even close to expiry. And I would kind of love to jam more engines in, and I think you can do that by doing a weird overlap where you slightly chevron them, and have one, and then slightly in front of it to one side you have another. I don't know. It feels a little cheaty to me. Or I could create some side pods or something, but not too sure. The ship is, how big is it comparatively? Hull stress, yeah, well, a little bit more hull science before I really perhaps attempted that. Okay. So, when we get there, I have to think about not enough logistics network space. Okay, that's... Oh no, they figured it out. Put that one in my inventory. Now you should be able to just go into... You should just be able to go into the thing now. Put him in there. There you go. There's plenty of room. Go jump in there. And I should actually put a... Oh, okay, you're just going to give them right back to me? Fine. I was Yeah. Next time we'll put some repair packs in. I'm not even sure we've seen anything even touch the shield so far, which is good, because it does keep the power drain down. And the lasers are a little bit more efficient than letting stuff hit the shields. And I think we're generally wide enough not to have stuff hit. Do I put in a laser? I don't think I can fit one back here. I mean, I could fit one there in theory. I'm just slightly, ever very slightly worried about the size of the ship, but I think the very occasional chance that an asteroid gets past without hitting the shield. Oh, there you go, shield got hit. That's pretty rare. So we are not yet in deep space, because that's when... where are we? Kraken. That's an appropriate name for my spaceship, I would think, right? So once we get past this asteroid belt and in deep space, we end up in the... into 300 strength. And what I'm looking at here is this value. The signal D is the amount of asteroids that we're coming across. And that'll climb a lot as we hit deep space. For some reason, make it more interesting, I guess. Not very realistic. But then again, I'm flying a spaceship. Oh, and we're actually bringing even more steam this time than we did last time. So 5 wide seems about right. It kind of doesn't quite perfectly fit. I mean, yeah, it would be nice if I could keep this a bit more in line, but hey, it'll do. And it would be nice as well if I had a little cockpit, perhaps. But save those for when I want to get really extravagant and glamorous. I've got to figure out how to make all this work. And the other thing I really have to figure out is, which I'm not sure quite how to do, is how I'm going to unload and load this ship. Like, obviously the drones would be there, but in the future I need to automatically load and unload a vessel that carries a bit of water. Probably only one tank, because the condensers, turbines will not waste too much from the nuclear reactor. But it's going to have to take fuel, nuclear fuel, water, sulfuric acid out, and it's going to have to bring back the Naquium, crushed Naquium, I believe, because it's a 4 times compression. And then we'll process it on the surface, I think. Which means, you know, unloading at the space end, sending it to the surface, and then sending it back up again. Okay, energy shield. Cool, it actually has it as a marked item into the vehicle while using... Okay. There's some weird little hacks I think they use to make stuff work. So this space shield is a vehicle if I look on the right panel. Adorable. 2 minutes. Let's have a look at what else is going on. Ah, here we go. Interstellar space now. Cool. Nalvis, how are you doing? We seem to have solved our problem with the vast amounts of in-demand capsules and what have you that we had. How are we looking on the... Where is our... here. No? I'm trying to find our other liquid supplies. Okay, so the other liquid base is all fine and empty. All the ships are in orbit. I think... Like, this thing is in such high demand, this water spaceship, that... whereas this is just totally deleted. We destroyed this ship a long time ago. So water is in such high demand, I do wonder if I need to create another water ship. Let's have a look in the orbit. Where are you? Spaceships. Are you having trouble unloading? No, you're fully unloading. Yeah, water is in huge demand. And over here... Yeah, over here a little less demand for petroleum. So I think at some point... Do I go with an ion engine? Ion engine seems wasteful. It's just because you don't use that much rocket fuel. So it's just going to have to be another... Here we go, off it goes again. I'm going to have to trim this down and create a really fast and organized little cutter just to do water shipments to space. 215. It's slow, and that's because our UPS is so slow, because our base is so big. We can't really do much about that. Actually, why didn't I just do the Control N down to the surface? That's such a neat hotkey I never even knew before. always a good idea for me to look out for things to delete. So that's not ready for deletion yet. Do I want to at least put some kind of... Oop. I was thinking of speeding that collection up a bit. How are these going? Those are all fine too. Good. And that's entirely deleted. Yeah. So at least we can cut down the entities over here. Like we are burning through resources still. I'm actually a bit worried that we're going to run out of resources on Nalvis before we run out of resources elsewhere. I'm hoping I can get to some better spaceship tech, like the next tiers that allow me to easily land on the planet, because apparently the ion drives really don't. That's what we're using now, rather than having to use space fuel for everything. But I don't trust that that is actually the case. What about this one? Yeah, I mean, look at these. They're just so... Can I... we go shift, control, copy. You have one, and that other one over here. Have one, two, and this one here. Have one. Wow, those are all really drained. We do have some other stores and mines going, so it's not completely terrible. Okay, these guys, where were they traveling from to be so low on battery? Oh, and I haven't even tapped that vessel or this one yet either. That's 30 million. That's amazing. So I actually wouldn't mind having them do some construction. Where is a patch of dirt? So all the way up here. Why don't you minions just do this? Yeah, hopefully that'll sort them out. Oh, wow. Uranium's fine. Oh man, like it feels like a lot of my ore bases are now very close to expiring. Well, that's just the nature of mining an entire planet dry. Okay, how are we looking? Minions? 50 seconds. Alright, it's 50 seconds at like whatever that is, which is probably 2 minutes real time, unfortunately. But I can see us we're in the asteroid belt now, so that's why we're looking at that D values as well. It's climbed to 300. A lot of asteroids, but hey, we're cranking along. No, not that one. Where am I? Control N. We do have some resources on other worlds, so we can use those as well. We just have to shuttle them around. Oh, look. Because one of the things I at least can do is, as these resource piles drain, I can just sort of delete them, delete all the handling of them, which will improve performance somewhat. Oh, wow, that one isn't even in the right place anymore. No. There. And you can sit... Oh, okay, so never mind. And we have been building towards some bigger ore patches as well. Okay. So this is a lot of stuff that I usually do off-air, basically. I just go around and and expand and harvest more and more of the planet. And as you can see, some of these are really far out and relatively, therefore relatively new. Yet we still get absolutely so much demand. I would love to see the stats on like how much ores and stuff we've mined, because I've kind of taken a mega base approach to building space exploration, to playing space exploration, which is perhaps a little silly. Didn't really mean to do that. I just really like train grids, so you get what you get. At least in some of these places we can, get the trains going again. We should finally have a little look at those trains that we put in. Here they are. Now you guys all need to be depot set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know if that was already done. When I get down to the surface again, next thing I will probably do is build yet more depots, like just throw one sort of out around here or here-ish, another one up here, just to provide the space in case everything does seize up, because when things stop moving then all the trains suddenly require depots, and life gets unpleasant with all the trains backed up. Oh dear, do forgive me. So we're there. Anchor. How do I think we will just anchor there. Hooray! Okay, minions, go off and do that. Which will just make sure we top everything up. So, I guess what I want to do... okay. Get out of my inventory, bots. So, one of the things I will do, I think fairly promptly, is... Man, I hate how slow this rock is to walk across. Is we're just going to push everything out of that. So hopefully... Oh, they're not actually connected to the network. Alright, well, we'll fix that. And now, womp. There you go. Connect to the network. So, I do want to get down and just start mining this and seeing what that's going to look like. What do we need to do here? Do we need to use our red... Yeah, I think we will. We'll have to clear some rocks. So that's fine. And we have the... I've laid down some platforms so that we can do some... there we go. So we can do some building or some construction. And I'm inclined to lay this out manually rather than rely on my grid. I don't think I'm going to use the productivity stuff. Can I use productivity modules? Oh, I can. Like, this feels a bit... Yeah, I do worry that I'm going to end up just like having such massive power demands, but that's why we brought nuclear reactors with us, right? Did we bring enough? No, we did not bring enough productivity modules. Didn't know that was possible, so... looks like as soon as I pick them up, the drones are just snatching them right out of my hand, which is fine, I guess. But this is a 750,000 patch of Naquium, which is pretty meaty. I am inclined to not rely on our normal logistics system to process this, because I feel like the volumes are never going to be quite as high. I mean, each of our trains ships out like 30 or 40,000 at a time. So to do something that's going to be worth 2 train loads and then have it backed up in our network feels a bit ridiculous in some way. Yeah, I haven't quite decided. Alright. Okay, so those will cover that patch pretty effectively. Do we want to put one more here? Why not? Which means we'll need to put in, I just think, a bit of walkway here. Yeah, that should be fine. So we're going to have to get pipes in too, which is a thing. Alright, that's looking pretty sweet. Okay. Let's get these through so that I have... This is like going to be such an old school experience to build direct factory to production facilities. I wonder if I can actually pull it off. It's been so long because I've relied on the grid so much. Make sure we got a bit of room for pipe. Yeah. Okay, so that works pretty well. No. Just pipe ready. Oh, actually, we need it to go here first. And bam. So if you don't know what this is, I'm happy to explain, but should tell me. If you're watching and not saying anything, I assume you know what's happening. This is a space exploration mod for Factorio. It is awesome. No two ways about it. It's one of my favorite mods for the game. It adds a whole bunch of space-related stuff, as well as an absolute ton of technologies that... Where does that reach? It does reach everyone. A ton of technologies that you would not have thought of. So that's that. Really destroyed on Rose. That's fine. Rose is just a bit of a disaster heap. So we have that. I sort of want to... What are we looking like for power? The steam turbine is just consuming all and doing all. How are we looking for power? We're down. Oh, okay, that's fine. We do have a ton of water after all. Oh look, we built some extra stuff on the surface here. Not so great. That's why maybe sometimes good not to park your ship right on a surface. It makes shipbuilding a bit confusing. So we have this and this. Do I want to attach a clamp? Kind of do. And the clamp does look like this. Where's my spaceship clamp? Spaceship parts, where are you? There. Oh, of course it's not quite. No. Oh well, it kind of clips in a slightly odd way to things. No, it's gonna have to be that way. Do I make a little like appendage off to one side? You've never seen anything like it, so that's cool, Jono. Does that work? So, do you know, if you know Factorio, sorry, if not Jono, FTW Relic, so if you know Factorio, then you're broadly familiar with what this is. And in this case, we're quite deep, many hours into, I'm just going to call these 99, we're many hours into exploring, and we have landed on a distant asteroid field, which is in the universe. So that's our home system. We're currently at Dark Assemblage, and this is the home world. And this, as you will remember, is the standard Factorio world with a few different mods and bits and bobs going on, and my mega base. So yes, that's what's happening here. So we need to pump into some tanks, which I'm inclined to put up around here. So where are we going to put? Maybe here. Oh, let's just get rid of all this. I suspect space is going to get a bit tight, so to speak. So let's put some water tanks there, and maybe one over the sulfuric acid tanks. Yep. So sulfuric acid, which we're going to need for the mining. So, slowly draining those, which is good. We also have some spare water here, but we'll leave that for now. We can, if need be, turn it back into steam, I think. Oh, you need some power? Okay, fine. There we go. Are we seeing the grid? Yeah, we're not seeing them pay attention to... Hang on, let me go to map view and... Oh, I see, we're missing a tiny gap. There, that should do it. Yes. Okay, we got coverage. Drones will start draining out that box because it doesn't need to be there. So we do want to bring over the sulfuric acid, but I kind of want to set up the nuclear power station first. And what I'm conscious of is that nuclear power stations can be a little like roomy in their requirements. So let's whip up these tiny solar panels. They're not doing much anyway all the way out here. Oh, and let's fill this gap just because I want to. There we go. Patch. So, nuclear power station. What are we going to do? Oh, we've already given it nuclear fuel. Okay, great, I guess. So 80 megawatts. It's getting a fuel bonus. I'm going to have to look up ratios. Ratio for nuclear power Factorio. A 2x2 reactor requires 28 turbines. 2x1, sorry. Wow. Did we even bring out enough? Actually, we might have brought out enough. It's going to require some... Actually, let me have a look in my book. So I've got stuff from Nilaus, who's in my blueprint book. Nilaus is pretty grand. 4-reactor system. That's a lot more than what we need. 8, 12... These are my big infinity tileable 12 reactor. Wow, that's nuts. So a 4-reactor system requires 48 heat exchangers. And did I? Oh no, I didn't bring them. But I do have these. So could we use these? think I probably could. Is there much point in bringing two? I'm sort of tempted to tear this up, just because, okay, so the temperature's rising, consumes water, can I... So the, let me have a look at these stats. So the high temperature heat exchanger, it's designed for consumes 562 water a second, and the other type, so this consumes 103. So the other one consumes 5 times as much water per second, so we can afford to get away with a single and 7 turbines. That should be actually plenty, I think. Now let me have just a quick check of the map. That's fine. So we want to be pumping water in. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll come in this way. And from memory, these will be half full. Yeah, we've got 2 tanks, so that's fine. 200 degrees is not enough, and then we're going to put. We're not going to be able to use a high temperature turbine generator because these heat pipes here will only handle up to 500 degrees or whatever, which isn't high enough. So we're actually going to use the less intense. What are you guys doing on the inventory? We do not need you. We're going to use the condenser turbines, which is going to be 7 of them in theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's hope that this works. And we will pump the water, the used water with a 1% loss back in here. Okay. And what we should also put is a request chest and a push out chest here, and the requested chest and the push out chest. So this one will request nuclear fuel. Yep. And the other one will just take the spare fuel out. Okay. Now, is that sufficient to make everything work? And also, do we suffer from... I'm not going to put down the meteor defense installations until we know for sure. Actually, I hate the extra piping there. Let's just rip that up and make that a bit tidier. No, that looks lame. Okay, just do it like this. So that's not there yet. What are these going to actually produce? Actually, if I do it like this, will it give me the electricity? It's going to... Oh, no, forget those. Okay, so it's going to produce 74 megawatts. It's going to produce 220 and consume 420. Oh wow, okay, so I think we can actually do something like that and pull a ton of steam around. Does that work? Nowhere near. But the electricity, let's see, it's going to produce 148 megawatts. We are currently, demand is 4.7 megawatts. That's fine. That's probably all going to change once we get the sulfuric acid and all of this stuff flowing. So let's get mining, I would say. Here we go. What are they like? Slow as. What happens if we do put down a speed boost? Like if I just chuck one right here. Oh no, I can't do that because then I cut the flow. Oh, I sort of can. Because what I will do is I'll just connect these up at the back. Bonk, there we go. Okay, what does that demand look like? 368 already. Well, I haven't gone for efficiency modules, have I? And the rate calculator is... No, come on, that can't be right. 148. Will this even work? If we double this? The outflow of water. Let's have a look. So this in theory is going to produce oh, it can't even consume it. It's going to need another water pipe. We can't consume enough water there, or we're consuming way more than one pipe's worth. Produce 2, consume that much. 300. Okay. So we're going to have to jam water in from both ends to be able to match the requirements it needs. What are we looking at temperature wise? 300. Not enough. Minimum temperature is 5,000. Okay, this could be terrible. Did I bring the right heat exchangers? I might not have, which would be a tragedy. Okay, we're still... as soon as that ticks down, we basically have to go, or we're going to eat up too much of our stuff. I probably should just about create the blueprints or use the blueprinted power. That's a pain. Now, I need some... yeah, we don't need construction bots out there. I need some for my inventory. Yeah. Where are pulverizers? So we have some electric boilers, but I don't have some heat exchangers. Oh, God, it's just the wrong thing I brought. That is deeply concerning. And slightly annoying. So... what? Pulver... what am I supposed to have brought? I can't build the use of pulverizers. What have I... mechanical facilities. Oh my god. Okay. Where are you then? Did we bring any mechanical facilities? Okay. Wow, that's super annoying. You need to be a storage vest vehicle. Get rid of you. Get out the door. Do I have any mechanical facilities here? I'm sort of having a look. Wow. Okay. There are none here. That's what we need to arguably crush stuff. But what we could do as a starter is at least just put all the ore in this box. Let's put it back a bit. Make our lives a little easier. Whatever, that'll do. So a box. Oh man, we could actually. Never mind. Oh no, we fit it all in. Oof. Blocks of 10. That's not ideal. So we're sitting on 200. Let's have a look what this is doing right now. It's not working basically. It's climbing. Low temperature. One of the things I will be able to do though is I might be able to jumpstart things because I'll be able to go take this ore back, get it processed on the surface, bring it back into space, and then develop the high temperature pipes. So these are them. I know how to make them. I just haven't yet. So Naquium heat pipes might be, might be the way to go. And then I can bring, and then all of this, I won't need the normal heat exchangers anymore. I could have also brought these. Do I have these on me? Fluid isothermic generators, because they can. Oh, they would void the steam. They would turn the steam straight into electricity, but they would destroy it in the process, which wouldn't be ideal. Now, one of the things we can do while that's going on is check out. Hello, archive. Check out the water ice situation over here, which actually should mean that I don't have to worry about doing a lot of the shipping of water that I was talking about. So the final colony supply ship that we will build won't need to have watery stuff on it. So I can just put down. Oh, it's in the wrong book. This is my space setup, and I'm not used to actually operating on a surface, so to speak. I'm used to being in orbit. So, no, that's the space one again. What am I doing? This one. That. God, that's a bit ridiculous. Sure. Let's just see what happens. These guys feel a bit ridiculous and extraneous all the way out here. This is just going to be such a massive resource sink, power sink. Space belt. And space belt. Oh, and a little bit more space belt. Okay. Do we need a bit more platform out here? Sure. Alright, so water ice can now, in theory, travel freely. Okay, so... I mean, it's not terrible. It's okay. I would love to put modules on this, but until I see nuclear power setup, which I'm comfortable with, I can't really afford to. So we will need to power this bad boy. eventually. Okay, that works. And the nice thing about these big power poles is that the space power poles can just sit in space like that happily. So now we've got that cranking and we're at 378 and we haven't done any other processing or anything. Whew, that's a lot. You never watch much Factorio, you're not going to know much about what's going on. Well, this is a very heavy modded version of Factorio called Space Exploration, and the mod allows exploration of space and setting up spaceships and all kinds of weird broken things that you shouldn't be able to do in Factorio. So it is very funny and quite cool, but boy, it adds a lot of complexity and interesting challenges. So the thing I want to do is actually... Oh, that's why I brought the biomechanical facilities with me, because we're going to turn that... No, don't auto trash. You have these stupid things. I don't want them in my request list anymore. Where's my request list? Get out of here. They're just too annoying. So we're currently on a brand new location that is miles and miles, light years. Yeah, it's across the depths of interstellar space, setting up some kind of production facility. But we're struggling because this temperature. I mean, it should hit 1,000, but it's not going to be enough, is it? Such a pain. But one of the things we can do at least is get ourselves some sustainable water production going. And I'm thinking what else I can do with water. It should be a few things. Put a little space platform in. And I have a massive mega base on Nalvis, so I'm not too shy about going a little bit ridiculous with the amount of production that we use and take advantage of. So, oh wow, you are a chunky boy. Wow, goodness. How much are we producing here even? Materials, we're producing 39, so that's, yeah, basically one full belt. And you are going to turn no, not steam. Oh, you can make steam, but not particularly hot steam. Okay, that's fine. No, really? Did I get the wrong thing? This is biomechanical. Ah, yeah, it is biomechanical. So what rate do you currently work at? If we gave you a few speed modules, what rate would you work at? Okay, 60 per second. So what are we looking at here? So wouldn't mind doing a bit of that. What is that? Is it stuck there? Okay, it's weirdly stuck there. Fine. We will do... And we'll do like that. And this one, there will work once the water backlog that we currently have. Okay, cool. Right, alright, so my inventory is completely full, which is why it's unhappy. Cool, so 3.3k. Already that's a ton of water in my inventory. Do we need to worry about... I don't think we need to worry about drones all the way out here. I think this factory is probably basically self-sufficient. It's going to be fine, just ticking along on its own. This little corner of it anyway. I sort of don't want to overfill. The tanks is my only problem. So what I will do, yeah, we'll put a pump in here, and that pump is gonna, when this, because otherwise what will happen is you'll get you'll get a locked up system where the condensed water can't come out back into the tanks. So it's usually a good idea to have some control over it and say that this will only pump fresh water into the system when there is less than 20,000 water in this tank, which means it currently would work. Bang. Let's go fly over back. Connect that one up, and that one, and that one. Oh yeah, there we go. It's happy now. Let me pick up all these strays. If you don't pick up the stray stuff, it can find a surprising ability to end up buried deep in some system or other you didn't think about. Yeah, there's no need for any boosting there. That's fine. But we're now... Oh yeah, we're not too bad. 328, so water will flow. And in fact, water's... Yeah, no, so we don't need to build... Our next ship doesn't need to have some. Deliver by request spaceship. Yeah, I do. So, Mikhail, I'll show you... let me go control in. Where are all the different surfaces? Okay, no, actually, okay, we'll come back here. So, interstellar map. So the home system of Caldeus. On Nauvis, we have in orbit these vessels in particular, and they are fluid delivery vessels. As you can see, there's one for lubricant, light oil, heavy oil, and sulfuric acid. And they just come up, they push fluids. Why? Oh, well, that's interesting. We'll get that built. So one of the nice things with Space Exploration mod is this navigation view, which allows you to kind of explore pretty freely and to set orders, ghost build orders, and your drones go off and build them, which is cool. So this system here controls the automation of this spaceship and sends sulfuric acid up and down, and likewise for the others. Here I have two earlier spaceships which are currently on the surface, so we'll have a look at them. They are, where are they? They are a water loading spaceship. It looks like it's currently being slow because of the slowness of loading petroleum in, or gasoline. So they're a water loading and a petroleum loading spaceship, and they both need jet or rocket fuel, petrol. And I should probably rebuild these at some point. We seem to actually have a lot of water demand. So these stations, they're reasonably full. But it's not uncommon for a fair amount of water to flow through. Is that fixed? No, the drones will get to it eventually. So this is my space platform, Nauvis. As you can see, I'm rapidly consuming every resource on this planet. And then I have other planets. So Agni, which is where I do all of my vulcanite mining, and holmium, is it? Yeah, this is a massive beast. Rose, which is a world with biters, so it's mostly it's for mining vitamelange, which is that beautiful green product. I think it takes other resources as well, and you can see we get some pretty big biters come through. This is a pretty small swarm, but we've got flame turrets and lasers just everywhere. I always want to put more in. I was a bit casual with the number I put in originally, I think. Thankfully there's lots of drones and other stuff out here. Yeah, there you go, they're already bringing stuff out. And so that's a pretty fun system. I would love to murder all the biters on it. However, doing so will kill all the vitamelange as well. It's a living product of some kind. There is a technology that I have to remove all life on a planet. Multi-planets, yes. This is Fornax. I should just copy this stupid build for space. It has taken an extremely large amount of time. And Calipo, I think, is the final one, which does all my ice-related products, and beryllium. Yeah. So how much time has it taken? That many hours. I don't even look at that number. Don't even. Okay, yeah. But some of it's been AFK, but not a lot. It's just been the game I played for a while. I'm currently sick with a cold, so kind of just bumbling around the house. Okay, look. So this is already completely backed up, which is awesome. This, on the other hand, is... Oh, actually, let's put a chest requester in. Let's take as much barrel back as we can. Let's make this a blue chest. And we're going... Not barrel. We want to take as much Naquium as we possibly can. There we go. So drones will start flying that around. This is not going to do the trick, is it? It's at temperature. Oh no, it's still not there. It's just... But I don't have a heat exchanger. I don't have the type of heat exchangers I need. All I need really... Oh, will this even hit 5,000? No, it won't. I will need to bring back... I'll need to bring back the other heat exchangers and set up a proper nuclear facility. Bring back the mechanical crushers. That's a pain. That is a real pain. Is it faster to run on solar panels? No, not really. Might as well just lay down as much solar panel goodness as we can. What about down here? Where's the seam? Covered? Yeah. So these solar panels produce almost no power, which is disappointing. 2.8 megawatts total, which is nothing. Oh yeah, I'll be alright. I sort of think I'm feeling a little better today compared to last night. It's just one of those things, you know, you get a bit sicky. Give it a couple of days and you come right. Fly that one in. Do I see anything yet? It's just not going to work, which is frustrating. I really want it to, but it's not going to. So they're moving all of that stuff. Shall we take some as well? Oh gosh, we've got no room really for anything in here. What I will also do is... Oh, shivers. Oh no, we are out of steam. Oh, okay. Oh man. We are in for a bit of trouble now. What are we going to do about that? We are first of all going to cut the power cable. Oh, I can do it from in. Get to a copper wire. Oh man, we're sort of kind of maybe semi-stranded. No. Okay, so... Wow. Okay, we have infinite water, so that's good news. Okay, cool. So our production... Okay, so none of these things are massively demanding. What I will do, okay, is put down some solar panels here that sit within the range of our ship. Just to add a bit of free power. Come on. I'm going to have to... Oh man, that sucks. We're going to have to top this up. How are we going to do that? So do I have some turbines? Some water things? What am I looking for? boilers. Oh, I actually do have copper. Now all of this lot is going to be running. No, you should not be running on this power. Okay. Is that better? Okay, well I'm hoping, yeah, okay, cool. So how are you fueling everything else? Oh, this is going to be painful. What are we going to do? I need a boiler. High temperature heat exchanger, no. Okay, let me think for a second. Do we have anything in here that will do the trick? Yes. Okay, electric boilers. So we kind of have to turn everything else off, I imagine, and we have to take electrical boiler stuff. I want 5,000 degree steam, and I want an absolute ton of it. And okay, it will take a while. Man, that sucks. Oh man. This is really troublesome. I've let my generators here go way too low. What I don't understand is... Okay, so this should be a separate power grid. It's got some solar panels nearby. It's got plenty of capacity. It's got some storage. And the drains... Okay. I will actually have to move that one away, or I think we're going to end up with some negative kind of stuff. I have to use the power that's available here. Are we seeing any steam in this pipe at all? Well, it is working. Is it going to be able to outpace that? Good question. So what are we looking at here for production? It's going to produce 100 per second of 5,000 temperature steam, consume 100 water per second, which is not a problem. 650, 640, 680. This number's actually going up ever so slightly. Oh my god, this is intensely painful and embarrassing. Do I have enough for this? I hope I do. I did bring like a whole bunch of extra stuff because I was so worried about contingency. Man, that is annoying. Are we looking at a full chest there? I think we are, but we also don't want the system to do any power draining activities. Got some pipe. You can take all of these ores. I'll keep the Naquium. Oh dear. Am I going to self-save myself? I do like the problem solving you get in Factorio, just the weird little situations that pop up and you suddenly realize that life is terrible and you need to fix things. Okay, we've solved that. exactly one more pipe left. 460, it's not going down. What is consuming? I can't turn these off. They're providing power. The pumps there are consuming a small amount. Don't tell me. Our network is currently having 4 pumps consume 20 megawatts of power. Okay. And those two. Okay, now what are we looking at? 4.3 megawatts is being consumed. 100 kilowatts is being generated. Consumption is from the shields. Man, I've never had in Factorio to get into quite so much like detailed and granular. The steam's still going down. Production over here, we're looking at way more that's being consumed than is needed. Okay, so this is at temperature, but these are not doing their job. Low temperature. Can we generate just some? We have some of these, right? $500 steam. What I worry about is this is going to be a bit self-fulfilling. Is this even gonna work? Is it gonna? So we don't have a heat exchanger, so that's pointless. There's no way that can be energy positive, is there? I just don't think it's... They'll need electricity to even do that. 450 megawatts is required. No, that's not going to work. They will consume... No, I just don't see that. I needed actual heat exchangers. I'm being killed right now because I don't have the actual heat exchangers that I should have brought with me. And I actually thought last night, I should bring some heat exchangers with me. And then I promptly did not. 134, they're dropping. What can we do? More solar. This is terrible. This is really bad. Like, I may have to entirely build a spaceship remotely on the other world and then send it as a rescue vessel with some of the gear we need. Yeah, electric boilers consume the same as they produce? Yeah, thanks, Mikhail. I mean, I thought it would be really, really weird if they didn't, right? If you somehow got net positive from them. They're covered. They're just going to be helping this guy, which doesn't really matter. But I guess it does reduce the amount of steam that's needed. 81. Oh, it's failing. Failing. Oh, that's so annoying. 3.2 megawatts. It requires 400. It's time to cut the grid to some of these remote stations out here. Do we have enough water for what we need to do? I think so. Actually, no. Put that one back. Cut this one. What else can we cut? I mean, none of these are really using power right now, but I will cut them anyway. They want to use power, so we don't want that. Can't be having that using power thing going on. This lot doesn't need power. Where can I put it that's not going to be too... I need to put it about... Then what I need to do is to cut this... Oh, I'll just go to in view. Okay, what does that look like now? Oh, that's a bit better. Am I correct that that's... Oh, it's including the... I need to move it away from there. Yeah. I can see now why there are some of the power systems you can get that allow a degree of like independence from the ship. Oh, sorry, they don't have a radius on them. What is going on? Oh man, this is terrible. This is going horrible. I'm imagining these just don't, they're just on low power. Can we solve this, or do I need to build another ship? Pondering. It makes me think my space dock should eventually, when I do bother to complete one, be a lot further away. What is consuming power? One roboport, a couple of pumps, not much power production. We've got some accumulators. 4.1 megawatts is being produced. 1.3k. It's going up. That is actually going up, correct? Give me... Yes. Let's get some of this. We're safe to build up here. Let's get this. I mean, like, with enough solar panels, some of this problem will be solved. Alright? Like, it's not perfect, but it will do the trick. Now I can't understand why I see so many screenshots of bases in space exploration, the deep space ones. I didn't actually know deep space bases were a thing, like that you have these distant remote outposts, and why they're all like this weird spaghetti all the way across asteroids, and because you can build train tracks around everything as well. Yeah, train tracks can go over space without requiring foundations, which is kind of cool. A bit more. megawatts. Okay, so 5 megawatts is nothing, but at least it's moving it somewhere in the right direction. So one of the things I can do as well is cull this. These guys don't need charges, really. This. What else would be handy? Five megawatts of 244 require of 240. Is that the actual demand? Okay, so they require 3.4, and then like the shields should not. Oh, the shield is okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to tear this over to here, and then I'm just going to have to tear out the things that are going to suck power. So the production facilities, stick them in a box, be done with it. Okay, that's them. We will tear all of you out, including you. If you can possibly generate and do stuff for us, then we don't want you. Because you're just a giant drain. Okay, and we do actually have quite a lot of this stuff left. So, now what are we looking at? Wow, 236. 3.9 megawatt demand from them, 200 from them. I don't know why the demand says it's so high. Now this is dropping again. This is doing my head in. If anyone's got any good ideas, let me know. Do we need to drop some of these because they're just too low on power? If we cut back by half or so. There is progress there, it's just incredibly slow because the power's so low. 119. Okay, yeah, these are just massive, massive, massive power drains. As you would expect. 77. Okay, do I have any other solar available to me? Man, if I just had brought the right thing. So frustrating. Yeah, we'll just continue to expand our solar farm. Oh no, hang on. Let's get that nice and neat. There we go. If I can't get this working, if it doesn't start showing progress fairly soon, I will probably have to just do a little bit of offline work to replicate my ship and send it back here automatically to do stuff to land, really. Just having a quick look to see if there's any good ideas in here. I didn't even bring any, like... You know, I wonder if you could chuck this in an isothermic fuel generator. Do I have isothermic? Nope, I don't have any on me either. Which feels like, yeah, let's just put in a request in for a stack. Oh, that's such a shame. Like, I wonder if I could have stuck. I would have been able to stick steam into them, but that would have avoided the steam. But we do have all that water nearby, so 50-50. There we go. Take those. Actually, is there any point? I do have solar panels left. Okay, cool. Yep, let's keep this laying out the world's largest 1% strength solar panel grid. Okay, we're getting there. What are we looking at now? 5 megawatts is 70 megawatts demand. Can we just handle like one of these at a time? That would be insane. No, let's just make this a blueprint, see if we can tile it. Tiles? Oh, it's only going to do them properly, of course. We have to get all of them like this. Tiles. Okay, cool. Thank you. I've been given a drink.
Watch it, it's very hot.
Ow, shit. Ooh,
yeah,
ow.
you gotta hold that handle.
Thank you. Alright, I've been delivered some delicious lemon, honey, and ginger to go with my terrible voice. And it's 4 o'clock, which is almost boy's time if he's sorted himself out. He's going to go have a shower, and then it's his time to have piano time. Not piano time, computer time. I'm just streaming, Tom. This is just going terribly. I don't think this is working. We're now up to 5.1 megawatts. And Steam is not keeping up. Of 47, so we're barely even 10%. And we've already covered half of the world. Half the world with solar. That's ridiculous. I mean, I guess it's going to be a nice buffer. Maybe. It'll keep the lights on, won't it? But barely. Oh, now I'm starting to see actual movement. Man, that's terrible. So, you know what? I think it probably is time that I take a blueprint of my ship and jump over and get it rebuilt back on the home world and have it sent back with the condenser boiler stuff that I need. Yeah, I would love to be able to get all this Naquium home, but I have no idea how to pull that off. Like, yeah, it is going to be. What do we look at? Can I jam in some chests? Yeah. So we can jam in a bit more. Actually, does the ship like that? Because it might not. I better check. Status integrity check. Oh no, it doesn't. Too many chests. See if that will do it. And of course, that's going to use. Oh, still too much. Okay, fine. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, fine. And now we've got all of this stuff where it doesn't have a particularly good place to store it, so let's load those up. And of course that's a huge energy drain I've just placed on the whole system by having these bots fly around. So I think I just see this number has gone up slightly. 8.3 megawatts. And what is it consuming? Can I turn some things off? That's dropping. The lights aren't consuming very much. The lasers are, the shields are, and the ion engines definitely are. The actual drone port itself consumes a fair amount. Pull that out. Do we have... I mean, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, like there's a lot of Naquium already here. I mean, I might do some topping up on my own, but... what else should I get rid of out of my inventory? Okay, we've definitely dropped the power demand. But my goodness, this is a terribly slow way of doing things. It will be better, I think, if I go and build another ship and send it out. A rescue vessel, if you will. And we can send all these stupid pulverizers home. But this in and of itself is a pretty fantastic stack of Naquite, so Naquitite. So I'm expecting to be able to make enough ingots to be able to support the high temperature nuclear power that I want. Except I don't think this reactor ever gets to 5,000. So it's going to be normal heat exchangers for a while, and get some of the other production systems running that we want. They're full. Just jam as much as we can onto the spaceship. everything was going really well until I lost track of just how much power we were drawing down and drained all of our high temperature steam, which is a shame. I mean, notionally, the nuclear reactor could... no, that would make no sense. Nuclear reactor to power high temperature steam. Yeah, that would be kind of dumb, I think. 5.1. 138. Yep. This is not really working, so I should really... I should actually, maybe if I jumped into space and then blueprinted it in, or popped into space and then blueprinted it. We'll see if this works. Take a blueprint. Tiles and everything. Deep Space Explorer. And what we actually have to do at this point is export to string, copy, okay, and then we anchor to dark assemblage. Which should be about there. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so now I've got the string. I can go back to Caldeus, Nauvis orbit, and bring in the redesign the new spaceship. And it should just dock right in because everything's there that it needs, all the fuel feeds, all of that stuff. That's a good point, actually. A good point myself, to always build in a way that allows for easy easy import. Okay, let me have a look. It's going to be like that. And then I just need to kind of wait for the drones to come do their tricks, which I'm hoping they will. Yeah, there's construction coverage. Okay, cool. So they will come in and build that, and then I can send it to rescue myself, which is a bit of a shame. But at least that will happen. Are we seeing a lot of drones doing other stuff? Yeah, construction drones are pretty distracted, unfortunately. But I hope we'll see some fresh ones. Meanwhile, on this planet, what are we doing? Actually, steam is going up slowly. What else is consuming right now? 6 engines. Is there any point in just like turning a couple of them off? Like, we need to get to 252,000, and at this speed, that's not happening. It doesn't really matter what we do, so we just need to recover. So we're kind of at equilibrium. And I need to also go and look up condenser ratios and all of that for a turbine setup. Maybe a 2-reactor setup. Oh, and actually, let's turn off... yeah, no more fuel wastage here. Okay, drones, what are you doing? Just hanging around. Okay, I would put down another thing for you to charge on, but that's just not going to happen, is it? Let's be honest. You can jump into my inventory. My own portable reactors will charge you up slowly. And then we'll go stick you all in a box, just to save the hassle of having you not in a box. Get out there. Okay. Control inning through all of our different... Actually, no, I had this space one that I wanted there. Ugh. Okay, how about just interstellar Caldeus map? Now this orbit. Okay. Is it being built? Why, of course not. Surface, do you have more stuff to go up? Spaceship frame. 1,000 of it at a go, please. Right. It's probably about time that I do knock off, because I am getting tired and I'm still sicky. I will try and fix this, and at least in the next episode, the next video, we'll see a few things working. We'll see everything here and nuclear reactor going, and we're starting to worry about mining a Naquite. Anyway, until then, I hope you've enjoyed this very slow, ponderous little playthrough, and I will catch you again soon. Goodbye.